What's up, a Cinema Shogun here, and I usually don't do this. This does not happen to me that often. But this morning I contemplated over whether I would sit down and record this video or not. Because I don't want to be a buzzkill. I don't want to be a negative Nancy. I don't always want to be the bearer of bad news. But there's something that came to my attention that I find very concerning. And you know, in my opinion, if you want me to be blatantly honest, I think what I'm about to tell you all, I think this is completely idiotic. I want you all to let me know how you feel about this down in the comment section. But this morning, there is going to be an Easter egg hunt in East Palestine, Ohio, at a park that is right next to a creek with contaminated water. There's still filters in this creek trying to get the chemicals out. The EPA has stated that this park is safe, but I've looked at the test results, and it doesn't look like they're even testing for half of the chemicals that could be out there. Never mind the fact we still don't even know the full list of chemicals that were released in the air during the controlled burn after the train derailment. The EPA itself says it can't necessarily stand by the test results, which is kind of weird considering the fact that they're the ones that are supposedly doing the testing. So I kid you not, this is not a joke. It sounds like one. But as we speak, there are little kids running around this park Easter egg hunting, and I do not think that it's safe. Now, Norfolk Southern has donated 2,000 candy-filled eggs for this hunt and 30 eggs containing McDonald's vouchers. Oh my God, Norfolk Southern, thanks so much. After destroying this entire town, you donated some Easter eggs so the kids can get out there in that contaminated dirt and soil and hunt down some Easter eggs so they can eat some candy that's been sitting there in a contaminated park. Great, thanks. But I kid you not, that's what's happening. The East Palestine Spring Fling is in full bloom, with the day-long event set to take place Saturday from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. And listen, I get it. I get it. I understand that the people in this area, they want to live their normal lives. They want to get back to life as normal. They don't want to neglect their kids. They don't want their kids to miss out on the Easter egg hunt. I get it. But it's not worth it. Wanting to go back to normal, that's normal. That's a normal reaction. I'm sure everyone wants to go back to normal. But guess what? It's not happening. Going back to normal in East Palestine, Ohio is not happening anytime soon. Sure, you could go back to normal and pretend like everything is normal, but you're not going to be able to ignore the health effects. So I would urge anyone watching this video, if you're in the area, it's not worth it. I understand that your kids want to Easter egg hunt. I understand that you want to give your kids a normal childhood and allow them to do these things, but it is not safe. A couple of hours of running around and picking up plastic eggs off the ground is not worth a future of your child. The future of your child. The future of your child's health. Do you want your kid to be 30 years old and have some type of weird cancer and you don't know why? And it turns out it came from the Easter egg hunt in 2023 because you couldn't drive your kids somewhere else or do something else besides allowing them to hunt for eggs inside of a contaminated park right next to a contaminated creek full of pollutants? And I mean, I know that, I mean, it's supposed to look like a good gesture, Norfolk Southern's donating all these eggs. But in my mind, I think this is ludicrous. I think it's downright kind of evil that you chose to donate all of these eggs to this town knowing that these people have no business in that park running around looking for eggs. So in a way, it's kind of like they're gaslighting them by donating all of this stuff for the Easter egg hunt, because in reality, what they're doing is they're giving these people the false sense of security and the false sense of normalcy. So they will help, they're literally helping guide these people into just pretending like nothing ever happened. The folks at Norfolk Southern, the folks that are doing these tests, they know better. And even if, which I'm going to tell you right now, I wouldn't trust any of these test results. Independent researchers have come to this park and they've said that this area is dangerous. Now the EPA, they're hiring their own people to check this stuff out, but the EPA even states in the fine print that they're not even going to stand by any of these results if it comes down to it, that it doesn't necessarily reflect the policies of the EPA. The testing done at this park doesn't necessarily reflect the policies of the EPA. Meanwhile, it's the EPA who's doing the testing. It's weird, right? It's weird. But they want to confuse you. They know that the average person doesn't know about this stuff. So in my mind, I feel like it's downright maniacal. Yeah, let's give them 2,000 eggs and encourage this Easter egg hunt. They're gaslighting you. No one has any business frolicking out in the park in East Palestine, Ohio. I am sorry. It sucks, but that's the reality. Please do not be conned into going about life as normal. And then what do you think is going to happen? 6 months from now, a year from now, 2 years from now, when all of these lawsuits are taking place, Norfolk Southern is going to point towards the fact that, hey, this community was out here having cookouts, having fun, doing these Easter egg hunts. And now they want to pretend like things are so bad. This can and will be used against you. That's the sad reality of this. When push comes to shove, and when it all comes down to the end of whatever the situation is going to be, these people are going to point towards the fact that y'all are having Easter egg hunts, having spring flings, living your life like normal, and they're going to use that to their advantage when it comes time to start paying out money for the catastrophe that they caused. So, like I said, if you're in the area, I would encourage you. I've already encouraged you all to leave this area if financially possible. I understand that it's not financially possible for everyone. But you know what is possible? Not allowing your kids to go to the freaking park by the contaminated creek to look for eggs that were donated by the company that caused the situation in the first place. Who cares if there's some candy-filled eggs and freaking McDonald's vouchers? The future of your livelihoods are at stake. Do you want to be dealing with some crazy diseases in the future simply because you couldn't stop yourself from looking for plastic eggs in a contaminated park? It blows my mind that this is happening. It almost sickens me that people in this area are being misled. And, people in this area are some of them are so desperate to get back to normal that they'll take anything. And this is not, it's not a good look in my opinion. I understand Easter's right around the corner. I used to love Easter egg hunting. I get it. If financially possible, if you could drive to another town or drive further away and do an Easter egg hunt, you should do that. Even if you have to throw one yourself. I think the people of East Palestine, Ohio, should get together, carpool somewhere to a park far away and hold your own Easter egg hunt. You don't need to have a Easter egg hunt in a contaminated park with eggs donated by the train company that decided to nuke your town. But it is what it is. I can't stop this stuff from happening. All I can do is raise awareness about it. I can guarantee you all that in 2 weeks or 3 weeks, we're going to start hearing of a new wave of sicknesses because, I mean, what do you expect? But let me know your thoughts down in the comments. While you're down there, hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button, ring that notification bell, and I'll talk to you all in the next video.